How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here. It's time for another episode of The Originals. It's episode 10 of season 3. I don't know how we're doing this. I state my theories at the ending of last week's video. And I fully believe that the route they are going in will happen in terms of, well, she's going to become a vampire. Sired by Aurora, just to really stick it to Klaus. But still, I mean, I hate it here. It does feel like a kick in the gut when they have done... they have made Cami, not to say it's a bad decision, but it does feel like that kind of piece has been ripped from you in a sense. I don't know. Just because, of course, we're so used to, you know, Cami being, I guess, trying to disassociate herself from the supernatural or any kind of darkness and all of that. But, yeah. So... oh, it's going to be a very interesting episode. So, with that said, it's episode 10, season 3 of The Originals. Let's go.
1,000 years old, sipping an exquisitely aged whiskey while a beguiling muse sits across from me. I am the perfect picture of health and vitality.
What could go wrong for me?
Fate, a
physically, all that shit.
Itself.
I can't say that mentally because he's...
exactly my point.
Dances silently in everyone's shadow. And she doesn't give a damn. So, why give a damn about her?
You do give a damn.
Oh, foy. Oh, hell, it's begun. I was right.
You will drink this blood of mine.
No!
Slit your own throat and bleed out silently. You will.
What the hell?
You will not.
You need to feed on blood soon, or you will die again, this time for good.
Shit. I do worry where things are gonna go with Cami, but jeez, Aurora.
To Martels!
Oh, brother, think. Tristan needs the most powerful witch in the city to activate that weapon. A regent.
Vincent, who was once possessed by Finn.
Oh, shit.
Stay.
I mean, he has just blown a casket here. He is just absolute... I can't blame him. I can't blame him for being absolutely livid to the core.
I'm sure he'd be quite pleased to aid in his brother's downfall.
Aye.
I do this for you, I get that pendant.
Of course. That was the deal.
Oh my god.
For him, yet.
You really want to cross the Treme witch?
If he acts up, place my old friend Finn back inside him.
You bastards.
Okay, you poked the witch's nest.
Yeah, I'm hoping this action will have consequences. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. No. This is not fair. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening? It's like one bad thing happens and then another bad thing happens and it's just a domino effect and I hate it.
Don't have that choice. We just have
She
to survive
didn't.
what is forced upon us.
But I do have a choice.
Oh no.
I can choose not to feed.
Think back to Father Kieran and how he became a vampire, but death had to come to him.
This is for your ancestors.
Damn! Holy shit, Vincent!
Vampire demands for the day. Push me and see what happens.
You don't want to see what happens. My family's in jeopardy. You're responsible.
That's on you, man. If Tristan didn't have the pendant,
I would not be pissing him off today.
I don't know what I'll be. I don't know who I'll be.
I know. I know you'll be an extension of the person you are now. You'll be strong and understanding and brave.
No! You don't know me. You think you know me. I'm not gonna feed. All right? So you can either respect that.
I just don't want to lose Cami as well at the same time.
Couple of hours we have together in a screaming match.
Oh. I do feel like Aurora's not done in terms of her bullshit. Because there's a worrying part of me that's like I just worry that she is going to force her to drink and all of that. If she's not going to do it herself, then I'll do it. But I mean, she's already forced her to kill herself. So it's grim to say, but I wouldn't be surprised if she catches wind and forces Cami to feed in some way or another. So
Haley, listen. I don't know if I'm gonna get that chance.
No, we're not losing you too.
Stop. We are gonna get out of here, Jack.
I love you. I've always loved you.
Don't.
I don't. What is going on in this episode?
Every moment, every touch, every word.
How absolutely done.
You can piss off.
Pathetic. I suppose it's all.
No! 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 Oh, these bastards are going to die. Aurora, Tristan, they are all going to die.
So unless we meet their demands, Haley will be next.
Fuck him up, Elijah. Fuck him up. I want it to make that Rogue One Vader scene look like child's play. Like it's nothing. I want you to make it look like an absolute massacre. Fuck him up. But the thing is, I feel like this is what they want as well at the end of the day. But I just need Elijah to just do his thing.
But I will make them suffer for this.
I want Haley.
I promise you. I will make all of them suffer.
I need it to happen.
Klaus! If you care about me at all, you won't do this.
You have to give her a choice, because she wasn't given a choice when it came to...
I will never forgive you.
Shit.
I'm just going to have to risk you never forgiving me. I'll never forgive myself if I let you die.
Oh.
I'm down.
I don't even know who the fuck that is, and you're just like, run him down. Ah, Vincent's on one today.
I grew to hate the one who took that choice away from me. So if you've decided to die, so be it.
Yeah, you can't force this on her. That's the thing, though. Damn, Freya.
Ed, I'll do my very best to restrain my brother Tristan.
Are they gonna sink it down the ocean or some shit?
Savage when he wants to be.
Tasty of your medicine?
He will meet us at Patrick's dock, the warehouse. We exchange Aurora for Haley and the Saratura.
Exactly what they want. And once I know Aurora is safe, I'll order the Strix to descend en masse.
You wish!
Is over. We will seal them away for all time.
No! You wish!
I wish I could say it was a pleasure.
Marcellus, made your bet with the enemy, I see.
Membership has its privileges.
Jesus, Marcel! Oh, heck.
My sister first. And if you're tempted to argue, consider the numbers.
I don't think the odds have never been, like, something they've been scared of.
What are you doing?
Oh, shit! Oh! Yes!
You know what they say.
Nice cloak!
Payback.
Long toward almost certain death. As your sire, I would like to invite you all to employ just...
Yeah, do you really want to kill Elijah? You'd be killing yourselves!
Vampires, Elijah.
I delivered you into this existence. I can just as easily pluck you out of it. The choice is yours to make.
Make the smart call.
This isn't over.
May the ghosts of our fallen.
Ah! Bye.
Your stupid principles.
Allow her the dignity of this choice, Niklaus. You force her, you lose her forever.
Exactly. Exactly.
We finish this.
You have to be... You know, it's like with Tristan, well, with Tristan's bootlickers and all of that, and how they had the option to make a smart choice. Do you really want to go through with this stupid decision and all of that? So it bears similarities here in terms of you have to make the smart choice, Klaus, in terms of letting her choose her own path. Especially when you've got to think about it's a double meaning as well in terms of, well, you've got to let her choose her own path. Kind of like how, well, you got to choose smartly and all of that. Kind of like how, again, Tristan's bootlickers had to choose smartly. And also, Aurora didn't give her a choice. Are you going to follow Aurora's path? Are you going to follow Cray Cray? No.
You are going to the bottom of the ocean.
Ah!
Where you will drown in darkness again and again.
How do you like it?
The course of centuries. This.
Oh, she wants to rip his heart out, though.
In the ocean. Remember my face.
Shit. Good on Haley.
Because it's gonna be the last one that you ever see.
And you know what? Kudos on her.
Well, you don't need to give me a speech.
They're
I called you
friends.
here because you've been a friend,
Yeah.
and I figure you wouldn't be judgy no matter what I choose. I risked my life fighting one of those monsters.
Get a taste of that.
It felt good.
Get a taste of that.
It's amazing what happens when you stop fighting what you are.
He kind of hoped that she would go down this option, but I think deep down
about this.
Yeah.
Not in the slightest.
Shoreman to release our little monster in a box to the deepest, darkest depths if I don't give a damn.
Where the Titanic is, then he can never come back.
In the deep blue sea.
Because a bunch of entitled billionaires tried that shit, and then look what happened. I'm not gonna lie, it does suck that we've lost Jackson. I mean, he's been a integral part to this. Yeah.
Till death do us part. It was amazing.
Oh god, are they gonna bang?
And all I can think now
They gonna fuck?
Is I want to do it again.
Do what? The drinking or do him? Cause, I mean, I'm, like, all I could just think about is, I feel like she, like, we know that, like, things can get a little heightened and all of that, and, well, before we had this whole shit show. Cami and Klaus were, yeah. So with her saying, "I want to do it again," like, what does she mean? Drinking the blood, or does she want to, do Klaus? Yeah, maybe both. Maybe both. It could be a kink thing. They could. Why am I saying that? Yeah, Jackson. As soon as he started, casting doubt on the possibility he would survive, I did get a lot worried when it came to the prospect that we could be losing him. Because there was already worry when it came to losing Cami, and if she would go down the same route Father Kieran did. I didn't want it to happen, but at the same time, it's all about choice at the end of the day, so yeah. But yeah. I do hope that's the last we see of Tristan. Just because he's... Just for what he did to Jackson. It would just be great. So... And that's it. That can be his fate. He could just... sink down to the like I said, to where the Titanic is, because that is, I mean, obviously I guess a vampire could probably go down there and all of that, I guess, but you just think, like, no one can ever go down there because, the pressure would be too much. Like I said, ask the entitled billionaires that decided, despite warning, we'll take a gander. So yeah. But I do expect we'll see him again. Because, why not? Let's just hurt the audience even further, right? Well, that was a really, really eventful episode. As I guess you'd expect it to be for Camille's sake. But there was, of course, events that went down in the rest of this episode that I just wasn't anticipating for, like Jackson's death, for example. And yeah, it was just heartbreaking. It was just really, really rough to lose Jackson. I mean, yeah, of course he might have got on the ire of Klaus a couple of times over the course of this show, and he might not have been the greatest character of all time, but he was still impactful. And, it still sucked to lose him. And it does seem sad as well with the fact that there does seem to kind of, at least maybe for Hayley, because I don't know if this is going to push things further with her and the attachment to the Michelsons, but given Jackson's resentment and all of that, there does kind of seem to be this idea of inevitability, right? In terms of, well, this was always going to happen because of the fact that, obviously with Tristan and Aurora, they're going to be affiliated to the Michelsons. Maybe not in a good way, but it's this whole vengeance trip, and Jackson became a casualty, so, yeah. And it's just, it just really, really is heartbreaking. So, but as soon as he made a mention about the fact that, I don't know if I'm going to make it and all of that, my worries, I was like, okay, well, they'll get out of this and all of that. But then my worries started going from 0 to 100 real fast. Because again, they're trapped. It's not their first rodeo and all of that. And then he just gives the death talk and yeah. So, it does suck so much. So yeah, like I said, yeah, he might not have been the greatest character of all time and all of that, but still, I mean, I felt like he was still really, really well done, and I did like him. Well, I did like him, should I say, so much. So yeah, what this is going to do to Hayley is going to be very interesting in terms of, I guess, dictating her journey from here onwards. Is this going to be putting her on a, I don't know, a stronger path and all of that? I was a little bit worried when she went to confront Tristan, because it could have been so easy for her to just absolutely, and I would have encouraged it at the same time, to rip his face off to shreds, unrecognizable, all that shit. And yeah, I mean, like, she would have been trapped in the container as well, sure. But yeah, I mean, the way that she held her composure there and you know, said those words that were going to be demoralizing for Tristan was just great. Was just really, really great. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen for Haley's character from here onwards. Because I do wonder what's going to happen in terms of, you know, her journey on her own and all of that. And is it going to be one detached from the Michelsons as well? Because, of course, I've just mentioned about the prospect of... well, how Jackson always lamented about the attachment to the Michelsons, and that ultimately got him killed. Because of the attachment that, you know, Tristan and Aurora has and all of that. So, yeah. So, is Haley going to feel a sense of, I need time away from them? So we'll just have to wait and see what does happen, because, yeah, I can see them going down that path, but, that remains to be seen, of course, as the season does go on. So, yeah, but, yeah, it was a really, really, it sucked. It's sad to lose, Jackson, and it will be very interesting to see where things go for Haley moving onwards. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really, Tristan made the mother of all mistakes in this episode, and again, I kind of hope, I mean, characters on this show definitely have you know, been locked away and then sent to the bottom of the ocean or whatever. And that is just, you know, it never cuts it and all of that. There's a huge sense of me that kind of wishes this is it for Tristan. And I get the bad feeling that, okay, well, he's going to get freed. Surely. I don't know. But I would love it. I would certainly love it if this was, if this was, it for Tristan. It's kind of a dark way to go about things, of course. So, yeah, and again, I feel like with characters, they do, you know, sometimes they do have other characters, like they do become trapped in a container or some sort, or safe, I guess. That, you know, go back to the Vampire Diaries. They always manage to. I mean, it's not pleasant, is it? But yeah, I feel like, and this might just be the recency and all of that, because of the fact that, you know, he killed Jackson, and Jackson didn't deserve it, so, yeah. There is the sense, like I said, might be a bit of recency, hatred, and all of that. I mean, to be fair, Tristan has been a bit of a prick, ever since he has, I don't know, I just want to, you know, boot him every time I see him. So I just kind of hope, and I think this might still be the, you know, recency of what he did to Jackson. Yeah. And, you know, when Haley's, you know, screams and all of that were heartbreaking. So yeah, but I kind of hope he just stays there. It's a grim way to go out. I mean, to be fair, the circumstances are grim, so it's not like the people who have, you know, been sent to the bottom of the ocean or whatever. It's not like they get off easy and all of that. They still suffer and all of that, but there is something it's that sense of upping the ante, I guess, in terms of, you know, how dark and how messed up it is if, you know, he is never seen again, and he just keeps experiencing that for the rest of time, basically. So yeah. I mean, to be fair, like I said, obviously when news broke out about what happened, and obviously this whole situation is developed from what happened to Cami, which we'll get onto in a moment, because obviously she was a big talking point in this episode. But I even said it in the reaction about the fact that look, the stuff that Elijah, I can imagine Elijah doing, I don't think it's suitable for, like, whatever rating this is, it's not enough. It needs to be rated R, and I know for sure the originals isn't rated R. So, it's kind of like Klaus's comment about Aurora and her skin, and using that as a flailing her skin and all of that, and yeah, that look, this show ain't rated R. You can't actually do that, so it's not exactly like there was any anticipation. Or what if he actually did it? Because yeah, so this show has to keep its limits. So that's why I was thinking, well, the stuff that Elijah would do to them, we wouldn't be able to see. That's why. Because I always have complained about, oh, we never get to see Elijah in action, but. That's why, because it's not rated R. So I think I've answered my own question in terms of why can we not see Elijah be a badass? You know, whenever there's a group of characters who are way in over their heads and they're challenging, and Elijah's like, "All right, gentlemen, let's get this over with," and like we cut away. It's because we can't see it happen, right? So maybe if this was rated differently, sure. But we have to keep things a little bit family friendly, I guess. So, I guess, because, you know, there can be some horrific shit that happens on this show, so, yeah. But, yeah. So Cami then. Oh, yeah. I think any kind of concerns about Cami on whether she would die or not following Father Kieran's route. I think that completely. This is it though. I mean, it does get you on your toes, doesn't it? In terms of, well, Jackson's dead and Cami's talking about dying as well, and it does kind of have a bit of a worry. Like I even was like, what the hell is going on in this episode? Because you know we were on the prospect of losing two key characters. But as soon as Jackson died, I kind of felt like Cami was safe. And that she was... I mean, to be fair, I felt like she was eventually going to feed, no matter what. But I think that definitely heightened when we did get Jackson dying. So, yeah. Plus, it would just be very, very interesting to kind of escalate that darkness that, of course, Aurora tried to crack into. So, yeah, but the way... see, I would have thought she would have snuck in and killed her and then fed her in her sleep, but the fact that she basically compelled her to kill herself as soon as she, I guess, attained perfect happiness, to reference another show, because it kind of does feel like that in a sense. Yeah, I guess I'll go into a little bit of an explanation, but there is a certain vampire, if you know, you know, that can't, like, there is that whole perfect happiness, isn't there, curse that is on him. Should he find that, then, you know, his darker side comes out to play. So, yeah, just I guess just think Ripper Stefan, or any other kind of Rippers, really, but mainly Ripper Stefan. So yeah, I guess he's the most notable Ripper, but just think that. So it is kind of giving me that kind of vibe in a sense, in terms of like how Cami was compelled to kill herself once, you know, what was it, that you feel the same as I felt for him and all of that, then yeah. So yeah, it was really, really messed up, the circumstances of how Aurora did it. And that's it though. I mean, Aurora can claim that she didn't physically kill her, but she did plant the idea in her head. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really, really rough stuff, wasn't it? In terms of the prospect that, I mean, that's it though. Klaus, of course, did try to, and his reaction was on brand. Klaus did try to make sure that she wouldn't go through with her original decision. So yeah. And you can see why, with Cami's sake, especially trying to hold on to who she is, that humanity, that light, really. So, yeah. But of course, we know that things are just going to amplify. Who Cami is, that's just going to amplify when it comes to, well, now she is a full-fledged vampire, so, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was really, really great that she did have that scene in the cemetery about with Vincent. He even got a little teary-eyed as well, did Vincent. So yeah, but I did really, really love the idea of Cami coming to a conclusion in terms of where she stands in terms of to be or not to be a vampire, I guess. So yeah. And it was just really, really great stuff to see how Cami was like, you know, I felt alive, really, yeah, having to fight those monsters. I mean, she's been running from them, I guess you could say. She's been trying to kind of run from them all this time, and now she can take the fight to them. So, yeah, but I did like it, especially with the fact that there's, because my main worry as well was Aurora was gonna like make sure that this would happen. She's already forced her to kill herself, and she would force her to complete the thing, and I worried it was going to go that way, and I didn't want it to go that way because, you know, choice at the end of the day, and that's why, you know, I could understand why Klaus was a bit upset and all of that about Cami resisting the idea of becoming a vampire. Yeah, I could understand, but at the same time, it's all about respect Cami's choice, especially because she never got a choice to begin with in terms of, you know, dying from a cray-cray's hand, and, yeah. Well, it wasn't really her hand, to be fair, but you get the idea. It was still her that was responsible for Cami's death. So, yeah. And it's going to be, again, with Hayley's story, with Cami, it's going to be very interesting to see where things are going to go, especially because we might see a little bit more of that darkness come out to play for Cami. So, yeah. But I do hope that what Aurora did is going to backfire so much. Here's the thing. If Aurora is... No, because surely... It's not like I can imagine Aurora having a bit of a face turn or whatever, so yeah. But then again, I mean, obviously with Klaus, he was the mother of all nightmares on the Vampire Diaries, and, you know, we've... like, I bloody cried at his words on the last episode of Comfort, so yeah. Yeah, I would just love it if Cami was the one that killed Aurora. Poetic justice. It would just be an absolute shoot in the foot moment from Aurora, because she did this. If her jealousy didn't get the better of her, if she weren't a little cray-cray, this wouldn't have happened. But you shot yourself in the foot, so I kind of hope that Aurora does die from Cami's hand, because that would be perfect. So I know, like, Aurora has made a few enemies, but Cami needs to end her. So, but yeah, great episode, and Vincent was absolutely on fire this episode. I mean, the way that he, like, it was 3 people, wasn't it? And the way he just dropped that, like, statue on top of that guy's head. I mean, yeah, sure, he's a vampire, but that's gonna freaking hurt, right? so good on Vincent in this episode. He was an absolute trooper this episode, as well as that, you know, scene with him and Cami and all of that. So yeah, but it will be very interesting to see where things are going to go from here onwards, especially from Cami's perspective. So yeah. But yeah, what a wild episode this was. Insanity. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!